tell you something about us, man. We get our praise on every single morning for the past 16 years. We ain't never did it no other kind of way. If you can't depend on nothing from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, you know when we open up, boy, we on our knees with our hands raised in the air giving God praise. We just thankful just to see another day. Boy, I laid in the hospital last night. I'm telling you, man, that thing could have went the other way. And he let me make it home in time to be up here on the radio. You think I'm not going to praise him? Well, what a mighty, awesome God we serve, because everybody didn't make it home from the hospital last night, but I did, so I'm finna give him praise every morning. I mean, it's shouting. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show got your front page right here.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 13 after the hour. Y'all, front page news is brought to you by America's Best. At America's Best, you never overpay for eyewear. Get 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam for just $79.95. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here's your Wednesday morning news. Hurricane Ian is now a Category 3 storm carrying 120-mile-per-hour winds, and it's headed straight for Florida's Gulf Coast. It is expected to hit between Naples and Tampa today. More than 2 million people have been ordered to evacuate coastal areas. The Florida Keys were already experiencing high winds, flooding, and power outages early this morning. The path of the hurricane is expected to cross the state and then move towards Orlando and Daytona Beach before continuing towards Savannah, Georgia. Disney World and Kennedy Space Center's visitor complex are expected to be closed today and tomorrow. Meanwhile, Cuba's entire population of about 11.3 million was without power after the storm damaged the power grid. Roads into the worst-hit western province were impassable. This story is developing, and we will continue to keep you updated on the storm throughout the show. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Gary, what kind of tea are we brewing today?
All right, now, Maria, everybody's talking about Dwayne Wade, y'all, how he recently just gushed over his daughter, Zaya, as she shows her perfect model poses in an Instagram video. Now, Zaya Wade showed her the video of her modeling for a photo shoot on Tuesday. Now, she was looking amazing, honey. Her dad, Dwayne Wade, y'all, he was in awe. Now, on Tuesday, Zaya, who is the stepdaughter of actress Gabrielle Union, shared some fun footage from a photo shoot on her Instagram page. Now, in the short clip, Zaya 15 strikes some poses as she rocks the half-up hairstyle, y'all, that she debuted earlier this month. Now, Kate Trotter's upbeat hit Intimidated featuring H.E.R., which, you know, we call her, serves as the music reel. Now, Zaya is also seen y'all modeling a statement dress from One Of that features greenery and red floral-like patterns. The off-the-shoulder piece is made, y'all, completely with large, high-low ruffles, and Zaya kept the caption simple with a smiley face, y'all. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, she knows she cute.
Yeah, she looks just like her daddy, honey. I mean, look just like her daddy, honey. So congratulations to Zaya, honey.
That's cute.
So that means Dwayne looked just like her in a wig.
Yeah, basically.
All right, honey. Rickey, she's amazing. She looks stunning. So congratulations to Zaya. All right, the color today, honey.
So, you know what? You wait. Stop the music.
Right after the praise break.
Hold on. You wake up just to be messy. Early this morning, the Lord didn't let you get up to see another day for you to keep confusion in the community. You need to get on your knees and you need to repent yourself to God.
I'm going to repent, Rickey. I'm definitely repenting. I'm repenting as we talk. It's beautiful, y'all. All right, the color today, y'all, is pool party. On the high end, you say pool party, and on the low end, you say beautiful light blue. That's your color for today, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. Brad is out this morning, but we got Twan the Don filling in. What up, Twan?
Yes, indeed, Ricky. I'm Twan the Don sitting in for the one and only DeBrat this morning inside the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's slide up in this thing. Rumor has it that Danny Lay told Wild 'N Out producers to remove comedian B. Simone from a recent episode of the show that she shot over in Atlanta. Now, according to Hollywood Unlocked, a source told them that the singer made her second appearance on the show and she didn't want to be around B. Simone because she assumes that the comedian and the actress slept with her baby daddy, the baby. Of course, social media had a lot to say last night, Ricky, when this news broke. One person said Danny Lay really thought B. Simone and the baby had something going on. She was so intimidated by her to the point she didn't want to film with the girl. Another person tweeted, all right, Danny Lay, we took up for you when the baby went live. We even took up for you when you went back after he fought your brother in the bowling alley. But how you go to somebody's job and ask them to leave? Them B. Simone jokes is going to tear that butt up. Danny Lay simply responded with an LOL.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Messy. That's messy. Wild and out. Were they on the same team? Because neither one of them could be on old school.
You know, I
guess they was on the same team.
Had to. It get real, Ricky. You just did that. How was that experience?
It was awesome. I had a real good time. My nephew on there. I got two nephews on there, Big Mac and Chico Bean, and the little boy with the glasses that claimed that he my son. I keep asking him who his mama is, but he won't tell me. But I think he's from the Chicago area.
I think you're talking about Cortez.
Yeah, I don't remember smashing nobody in the shot. I don't know. I think I know who his mom is, but that might be my son. We got a DNA test scheduled though.
I'm screaming. In other news, Jack Harlow will serve as guest host for a special episode of NBC's The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Thursday, October 6th. Now, according to a press release, the rapper will make a pit stop at 30 Rock before his Come Home, the Kids Miss You tour at Brooklyn's Barclays Center on Friday, October 7th. As a part of his hosting duties, Ricky Harlow is expected to help Fallon deliver the nightly monologue, co-interview, guest interviews with Dwayne Wade, and introduce musical performances by Quavo and Takeoff. Now, the co-hosting gig will mark the first-class performer's fourth appearance on The Tonight Show, so we are definitely looking forward to that. All right? All right, coming up next. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ricky.
No, I'm saying that's awesome.
Crazy. I'm excited for that, but we got the wake-up calls. I'm really excited about that too. So hit us up for those wake-up calls. 866-9-RICKY. And coming up next, we've got Rock T's HBCU. No, Ricky, I'm not doing this with you this morning. I'm not.
Oh, boy. Are your ass nervous? For real?
He trying to get through the break. Leave that boy alone.
See what I'm saying?
You did a great job,
Thank
Twine.
you, Maria.
I know your nerves.
Trying to fill
You got it. Listen.
Take your ass back there and practice.
You got to take your public speaking medication.
Hey, Kay, you know I'm a comedian. I'm roasting everybody this morning.
I'm going back to the producer's room. Have a good day, y'all.
What do you think, Ricky?
You already know, baby. Rock Teasy for Sheezy. Always keeping it so breezy. It's time for another HBC. You know, we gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's see where we gonna head down to now. How about Hampton, Virginia? Hampton University, established in 1868. Home of the Blue and White Pirates. Also home of the Marching Force, Marching Band. What up, though? We about to shout out to one of y'all's former students, Miss Martha Louise Morrow Fox. Earned a bachelor's degree from Hampton University. She was an educator, worked at the Piney Woods Country Life School for the Blind for 40 years. Count 'em if you ain't got nothing to do. She became partially blind as an infant from an eye disease, and she was very instrumental in founding the Mississippi Blind School for African Americans. She actually held the title of principal of the school. Come on, son. Her teaching philosophy is a very dynamic learning system for the blind that she teaches outside of the classroom, incorporating nature into all of her lessons. Oh, by the way, she was named Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Another example of no excuses, getting it done. Shout out to Martha Louise Morrow Fox, another proud HBCU alum of Hampton University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit us up on social media at HBC. You know.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 8 at 10 right now is about 12 before the top of the hour, y'all. Maria Moore, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. So a woman on TikTok went viral after confessing she volunteered to help a friend out by picking her daughter up from daycare and take her back to the mother's house to babysit her and an older sibling for a little while. But apparently there were a series of unfortunate events that led to her leaving with the wrong child, Ricky. Now, she didn't know what the little girl looked like. And so even though the daycare knew she was coming on behalf of the mother, the wrong connection was made and she left with the wrong baby. But get this, Ricky. 20 minutes later, she gets back to the mother's house and she's making a snack. The older sibling is there and the older sibling looks at the little girl she brought home like, that's not my sister. And then she realized,
oh wow.
Yeah, she said, that's not my sister. So the mother called her, the cops called the mother, like, you know, there was this huge mix up and she ended up bringing the kid back. But yeah, it was just really, really unfortunate. It's interesting that the little girl, wasn't like, hey, I shouldn't be leaving with you.
I wonder how old is the little girl, and how did they get that mixed up like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me, though. So the babysitter didn't know what her friend's child looked like? Why she wouldn't get the child?
Yeah, I don't know if I would have a homegirl that didn't even know what my child looked like babysit my child.
Yeah, she should have gave at least a picture of the baby.
Yeah.
Or something, and then the daycare worker gave her the wrong baby.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that happened to me.
To be sued.
That happened to me one time. The wrong person picked me up, and when I got over there, they food and stuff was so good, I cried when I went back home. You know what I'm saying? My grandma be cooking butter beans and neck bones and stuff. These people had pork chops, mashed potatoes, rice and things that and green, and you know, the peas, put the little English peas in the. I had a good meal and everything, and I wanted to stay over there. I'm just kidding.
How old were you, Ricky? How old were you?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say, were you like 16?
Right.
I'll be family for some good food now.
I'm telling you, shoot. But I did. Yeah, but not to switch the subject, but I did used to eat at Muslim Miss Lockhart house across the street from my grandparents. Cause during the week it was like pig ears and it was just stuff I didn't like or whatever, but they always cooked like food that kids like or whatever. But I'm glad that so did the baby make it back?
Yeah, the baby made it back and they did the whole swap and everything. Maybe the baby couldn't talk and that's what happened. Maybe it was like an infant, but that is just real interesting. I hope I never get to a point.
Children be so happy, they just be glad to go anywhere with them.
Okay.
I know.
One in love. They just want to be loved and they just happy and whatever, and children so trusting. But, when children get older, we do have to train them to, to know when something's wrong and to know when there's, somewhere where they're not supposed to be. Try to teach them as much as possible because it's so dangerous and people are doing kidnapping and just, in the daycare worker got that, I don't know, that mix up was crazy. I just wondered like the details of how that happened because I never heard a story like that, Gary.
But you know what, Rick? I think a lot of adults want to be taken to the wrong home, honey. And this entire child.
Don't pick me up.
I guess why a lot of men cheat. They say, I was taken to the wrong home.
Gary, I believe you were taken to the wrong home because you ain't nothing like your brothers.
Believe it or not, nothing.
All your brothers married the women. I don't know. Yeah, what happened?
And believe it, and I'm the shortest out of all my brothers too.
Yeah, everybody's 6'5". Yeah, Gary. Yeah, Gary. I'm gonna tell you one day what I believe will happen.
One day off the air.
Off the air. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Your dad went out and had another woman, and then she had you, and then said, I'm not gonna take care, and she dropped you all over there. So.
And my mama never said nothing. Never.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the clue today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Rihanna, everybody's talking about it. You know, she recently went viral, y'all, after she announced that she's going to be taking the stage to host the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show. Now, they're saying that some of her fans was excited that, you know, Riri Honey's making her way back to the stage after taking years away from the music business to start that billion-dollar business. Well, now it's being reported, y'all, honey, that a lot of people, honey, a lot of critics, y'all, are accusing Rihanna of being a hypocrite since she initially, y'all, sided with Colin Kaepernick, y'all, in his protest against the National Football League. Now, back in 2019, they were saying during the height of that Black Lives Matter movement, the Rude Boy singer turned down the opportunity to perform during the Pepsi halftime show in support, y'all, of former NFL great Colin Kaepernick, who has been banned, honey, for life by the league. But now they're saying, y'all, that same year, she told Vogue, quote, "I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler. There's things within that organization that I don't agree with at all, and I was not about to go on and be any service to them," the NFL, y'all. But they said now, honey, since Jay-Z's involvement with the league, they say he likely swayed, y'all, Rihanna's decision to change her mind, honey. Now they're saying that the Rock Nation founder recently spoke about the Bad Gal's legacy, honey. You know, in a statement saying Rihanna is a generational talent, honey, a woman of humble beginnings who has surpassed expectations at every turn. A person born on the small island of Barbados who became one of the most prominent artists ever, self-made in business and entertainment. All of that. But does that make that she still should be hosting after she just sat there and was protesting, honey? I'm talking about she wouldn't dare sell out. So that's like a sellout right now to me.
I don't think so, Gary, because when you just said that Colin Kaepernick was banned for life, he's not banned for life. He was already trying to get on other teams, and other teams have publicly said that they would consider him.
But did they put him on?
They didn't put him on, but he has openly said that he wants to play in the NFL. So his relationship is not the same. So he changed. So she should be allowed to change.
No, he openly said he wanted to perform, but the NFL said no, they ain't brought it back yet.
Well, I don't think it's that simple.
Well, he want to play, whatever he want to do here. Yeah. He said he want to do it, but honey, if the NFL said, honey, no, they ain't brought it back yet. So he banned probably for life.
I think that has more to do with there's no jobs. I mean, what team could he go to, Ricky?
He could go to any team. There's a lot of teams that can use a backup quarterback, you know, because those quarterbacks be getting hit, and he'll end up playing no matter where he go.
Yeah, but he ain't playing yet, so honey, like I said, they said, honey, he banned for life.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah, you're right, but Jay-Z probably talked her into it.
Yeah.
Because he's over the halftime show now.
Yeah, he is doing that, but honey, I don't know, but that's just...
But you know, it also may have to do with the fact that she just had a baby, she hasn't performed in a while, and maybe a part of her wants to feel like, you know, I still got it. I can get out here and do this. And you know, Beyonce, after she had her baby, she came out there killing it. So maybe Rihanna's feeling like she want to do the same.
Well, she needs to go on tour then. But anyway, honey, we following this story, y'all, because that's not a good look, honey. I think Rihanna should just continue, honey, staying out and don't do the Super Bowl since she made a big issue about it. Leave it alone. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, Ricky, he needs to be, so I don't believe Kevin Hart is doing this. It's being reported out that Kevin Hart and Khloe Kardashian, y'all, are being sued, honey, by animal rights activists. Because guess what they did, y'all?
What?
They participated in goat yoga. Now, popular animal rights activist and country music singer Chesney McGoat, honey, filed 4 separate lawsuits in Cheatham County, Tennessee. Recently, y'all claiming that Kevin Hart and Khloe Kardashian and others are using defenseless goats, honey, as entertainment props.
You can't even get it out, Gary.
They say he won $5,000 from each Khloe and Kevin and others, y'all. And the activist told us, y'all, that he's going to give this money and he's going to give those the money to a voiceless, honey, community or whatever. But who uses a goat for exercise? What is the world coming to? What black people?
How do you do goat yoga? What is goat yoga?
Maria, you the fitness guru.
There's probably like a goat yoga pose. They have they have a pigeon pose and the goat is in the classroom.
Yeah, the goat is in the classroom.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe you feel some energy from the goat's fur. You know, people be real earthy and heady like that. You know, you pet the fur.
And you trying to do yoga. When is that helping?
It's probably relaxing, Ricky. I don't know. You know, what you get rich and have money, you do weird stuff like that.
Sure do, honey.
Come on, man.
And then
just get on the floor and stretch.
And sometimes them goats be having attitude, you know, and they'll rile up and then they'll run at you full speed and buck you while you're in a yoga position. That ain't a good look.
Well, that activist said, honey, it's disgusting and needs to be stopped. And he said he's calling on all these celebrities to apologize and pay up. He said, well, I will then, honey, donate the funds to help save more goats from suffering, he said, y'all. And this is a sad thing. I don't believe this is just ridiculous, honey. I don't believe Kevin is participating in this stuff with goat yoga. With Khloe Kardashian of all people, honey. That's a way they could get together, honey. I bet you his wife better watch it, honey, because you know them Kardashians, honey. They like anything that's of African descent with money. So we're going to follow that story.
Ain't never heard no damn goat yoga.
No. Well, Ricky, like she said, that's people with money. You know, people with money do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I looked it up. It says a yoga teacher leads a class of humans while goats interact with the yogis. I bet you it's $200 a class.
Oh, wow.
My Lord, honey. That's something. We're going to have to get some pig yoga. I like pigs, honey. That'll be better. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is pool party. On the high end, you say pool party, and on the low end, you say beautiful light blue. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up again with the team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got your wake-up calls. Y'all need to call me right now. The phone lines are wide open. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get your stuff together.
Let's go.
They woke you up this morning, slid you in your house, you so would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell her and just wake up.
Good morning. This is Patricia Hamilton from Carver Ranches, Florida, and I want to wish my daughter, Brashay Madry, a belated happy 27th birthday. Baby Libra, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Jay from Charleston saying.
Okay, this is Tasha calling from Savannah. I want to wake up my mama, want to wake up my cousins, wake up everybody in the Savannah area. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Betty from St. Petersburg, Florida. Pray for everybody in Florida. Just wake up, get to a shelter, get safe.
Good morning. This is Mona Sanders calling from Birmingham, Alabama, calling to wake up all my grandbabies, Alfred, Amaya, Alexis, and Maria. Wake up, wake up, wake up, and have a great day in school.
Wake up.
Hey.
In Raleigh, wake up.
Be ham.
Wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, man. Thank y'all for your wake-up calls. Listen, coming up next, y'all, Bernie Jenkins got your church announcement. You don't want to miss it. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins, is in the building.
Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Johnny. Yeah.
Jenkins?
Just another day.
Come on.
That the Lord has kept me.
Come on now.
Woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes.
Woo!
I had 4 cups of coffee and 6 pieces of toast this morning. I'm feeling good. What you had, Janie?
I had grits and bacon, 6 slices of bacon and grits, and 5 cups of coffee.
And I had black-eyed peas and neck bones last night and some cornbread. What you had last night, Janie?
Yeah.
You had the same thing?
Yeah, I had some neck bone last night.
Yeah, I can't suck them like I used to.
Oh, they suck good.
Say what, Janie?
They suck good out there.
Yeah, don't get used to sucking on them neck bones. It ain't Christian-like. Here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself
Accordingly.
Please pray for Brother Lloyd Stewart and his twin brother Larry. And you know they got drunk Friday night at the Elks Lodge and went home to each other's house by mistake. And now they both slept with their sister-in-law. And feel like they committed adultery and both of them is going to hell.
Wow.
Breaking news.
Oh my goodness.
The after-service meeting in meeting room 3 has been canceled. You know what meeting room 3 is?
Yeah.
It's been canceled because some nasty rascal done went in there during the service and passed gas and got the whole room and the hallway smelling like old ham juice and spoiled mustard greens.
Oh, man.
So the meeting gonna be outside. They say that gas probably full of COVID-19. Now, it's another homegoing on this Saturday. Deacon Clint Brooks. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
Now, you know he lost his son, Big Pat.
Yeah.
Big Pat died on Tuesday. Big Pat, you know, he was 38.
Yeah.
And he was 6'6". 385 pounds. And he was suffering from high blood pressure, eardrum leakage, nervous feet, chest hair crabs, chronic knuckle swelling, and mad cow disease. But that ain't what killed him. He died in the drive-thru at Arby's on his lunch break and bet his friend that he could eat a whole beef and cheddar sandwich while he was waiting on his change. And the big dummy choked himself to death right there at the window. So they called the window and they called the police in the ambulance. And they didn't take his body out the car. They loaded it up on one of them tow trucks and towed it down there to Davenport and Harris Funeral Home. And they had a hard time getting him out the car. So they might do a drive around viewing while he's in the car. They're going to embalm him while he's in his car. There ain't no way in the hell they're going to get that big bastard out that car, Jane. I'll call you tomorrow.
J-A-H, Lion Sound, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
It's Darius, man.
Hey, Darius, what's up? What's up, Darius? Good morning.
Good morning to you, man. Man. Let me tell you, man.
Wait a minute, what Black Tony?
Well, he had a situation, and then, he had me to come. He was telling me to just do this one favor for him, and I prepared last night, but man, during this pandemic, did you notice that the quality of work has really dropped? Have you noticed that? From fast foods, you really can't get quality service no more. I had this guy come over here to the house, right? And to put I needed a new front door. So he put, man, I don't know if he's dyslexic or what going on. Why this man put my door on backwards? So now I was trying to leave, but my bottom lock is locked, but it's on the other side. So I'm waiting on somebody to come back over here to let me in out. And because the key. So hold on, I think I see somebody.
There.
Hold on. What's up? Man, I'm trying to hit my doorbell on the inside, and I was trying to get somebody attention on the outside. So if they turn the bottom lock, then I can get back in out. I'm trying to get, and it's crazy, man. You cannot get good employees no more. Now I'm stuck in this house because I got the bottom lock key, but you got to be on the other side.
Darius.
So yeah.
So I'm sorry, you supposed to be filling in for Black Tony.
Right.
And they messed up your lock.
No, they messed up the door. They put the door in backwards. So the outside, somebody need to come and let me in outside.
You one of them unreliable employees you talking about. That's what you are,
I
Darius.
did, but first of all, I mean, you know I'm coming, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What y'all about to get into?
There is a song that I like to sing.
Okay.
I won't complain.
Ooh,
I had some good days. All of my weary days.
Is it hurting right now?
I know you say that sometimes, Jamil.
What?
So right now.
Are they hurting right now?
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now. I said thank you, Lord.
Now you got to speak up a little bit louder. I can just barely hear.
Thank you, Lord.
Head on a bokosha.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Oh my God!
I know you say that sometimes, Jamil.
What? Take a deep breath. My God, sound like you need a general overhaul.
I won't complain.
Be healed.
But they fight.
You won't complain, but I will, sis. How about that? Oh my gosh.
Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, KB is back, honey. Yes, he is. I'm gonna tell you who KB is next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Messy. The time right now is 5 minutes after the hour. Y'all, Gary has the tea, the messy tea in the glue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. A beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky Kodak Black is back, y'all. And I don't know if he ever left or not. They called him KB, but listen, oh my God. Ricky, he does something. I know you may have tried to attempt to do something like this. And if you haven't, Ricky, I know you will, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that rapper Kodak Black paid y'all the rent for the rest of the year, y'all, for 28 families, honey, in the projects facing eviction. Now, he said 28 families was about to get evicted for being behind on their rent a few months. He said, I paid what they owed and also paid their rent, honey, for the next few months. So they good, y'all, for the remaining of the year. And he put, I am a project, baby, and I do it for the projects. He said, people relying on just enough cash to survive.
That's nice.
You can't beat God's giving, no matter how.
No matter.
You try.
Isn't that nice? Oh my God, that was so nice. Isn't that nice?
It was all people in the projects?
Yeah, he said because he's a project baby. And
they all Section 8?
I don't know. Section 8 or what.
It don't matter.
How much they rent?
That's good. I mean, that's nice. Cause that's about probably $700-800.
Yeah, you think all 28
I
people?
know the Lord. Do. We'll make a way. Yes, he will. I know the Lord. We'll make a way. Oh, yes, he will.
Yes.
I'll be glad if you just go ahead and accept your damn calling, honey. You just go ahead, honey.
You better give birth to that blessing, Ricky.
Yes,
come on.
Lord,
you sound like you in labor over there.
Maria, he'll make a way for me.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
He will see you through.
Yes, honey, you need to go ahead.
I know, Lord. We'll make a way. Oh, yes, he will.
Yes, he will. Glory. Hallelujah. Moving on, honey.
Gary, I need to preach, Gary.
You need to just go ahead on and preach. That doggone preacher that just got beat down, honey, preaching, honey.
Yes.
You go ahead and preach it. You got all of the jargon, the lyrics. You got all what it needs, honey. Just go ahead and get you a nice little suit, honey. And you got the Cadillac. Moving on, hell. Another celebrity news, y'all. A woman is claiming y'all to be Kim Porter's niece, baby, is suing Diddy for wrongful termination, and it's being reported y'all that he may go to the pen, y'all. Now they're saying y'all that Sean Diddy Combs sued for firing his nanny out after she got pregnant out of wedlock. Now, according to TMZ and the legal doctors, saying y'all that a woman referring to Jane Rowe, who identifies herself as Kim Porter's niece, is suing Diddy, TriStar Sports, and others, y'all, claiming that she became a full-time nanny to Diddy's twins after Kim passed away, y'all, back in November 2018. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Jane said she was then fired 2 years later when she requested maternity leave. Now, she claimed the day after Kim passed away, Diddy asked her, y'all, now listen to what he did. He asked her, honey, to live in his estate and become a full-time nanny to his twins, Jesse James and Delia, adding, y'all, that she was responsible for the twins' 24/7 care. Now, Jane said, y'all, that she got pregnant back in August of 2020 and told Diddy, y'all, that she needed to take maternity leave, but says Diddy was infuriated and terminated her employment, honey, around the time that she was set, y'all, to begin her time off. Now, she also claimed that she was told through Diddy's rep that she was canned because she was pregnant and unmarried, which purportedly set a bad example, y'all, for his beautiful twin daughters, unquote. And that kind of was a bad look, though, y'all, because how do you get pregnant, honey? You know, she was unmarried. Who did she get pregnant with?
Not Diddy saying you bad for not being married. Not Diddy.
Yeah, because was he married to any of his babies? Was he married to their mom?
No, not. But but that woman was working for him. No, how did she get pregnant? Because she was working 24/7. Who's she pregnant for? So people are speculating it might be Diddy's baby. I don't know. So, you know, allegedly.
Is that what people? Allegedly.
Yeah, because how do you get pregnant and you working 24/7 and you couldn't leave the house?
Well, maybe that was one of the things she was working on.
Oh my Lord. So Ricky, do you think that, we work in an at-will state, so I don't know where Diddy lives. Is there an at-will state? Because he couldn't just fire her because he wanted to, because if that's not an at-will state, she has the right, you know.
Probably got frustrated because with her taking maternity leave, who's gonna look out for the twins? And
exactly.
I'm not justifying what he did, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, I can kind of see where I'm dependent on you to take care of the kids, and you take the maternity leave and probably got mad or whatever. And then it just depends on what your relationship is with the nanny. Depends on temper and temperament and all of that kind of stuff. You get all that stuff mixed up and it could go bad real quick, you know.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like, hey, I'm expecting, probably in 6 weeks, I'm going to take maternity leave, you know, and get some, you know, but if you just like, hey, I need to take maternity leave and then tell them you was pregnant. I don't know what the situation was, but, I just hate that, you know, especially when and it don't even be more about the job. It's about the relationship and her bond with the twins.
Yeah.
Cause she practically raised them. You know, you got somebody to raise your kids or whatever, you know, they're going to have a bond forever. And that's sad. That's the hurtful part, how it affect the kids.
Well, poor thing, y'all. But we're going to pray for her, honey, that she get to have her baby and get her a job being a nanny for somebody else then. And she got her baby with her too, so. Cause Diddy, he should have had a backup though. Like you should have a backup. I don't know, but nevertheless, honey, we're going to follow that story and see, honey, just go get her coins or not, honey. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is pool party. On the high end, you say pool party, and on the low, you say beautiful light blue. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. Joining us so that we can learn more about SCD is the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. And on today's Wellness Wednesday, we're going to talk about sickle cell disease. And Ricky, this disease affects it's estimated about 200,000 Americans. And I think every family probably has been touched with sickle cell in some form or fashion, either sickle cell disease where the person has painful crises or the sickle cell trait, because you have to be screened for that, particularly if a woman gets pregnant. That's one of the things they screen both parents for the possibility of passing along the sickle cell disease. Now, Ricky, sickle cell is an inherited genetic blood disorder. So it means you're born with it. You can't catch it from anybody. So being around somebody with sickle cell is not going to give it to you. And the hallmark of sickle cell is that hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen to all around the body, is not working appropriately. So when it is altered in that way, it causes the normal red blood cells, which are usually disc-shaped, flexible. They're kind of shaped like a round inner tube. People don't know what inner tubes are because all the tires now don't have inner tubes. But if you've been to a water park and you've been on the lazy river, you've been sitting in an inner tube. So it's kind of what a normal red blood cell looks like. Well, under the sickling circumstance, these cells turn into more of a shape like a sickle or even a banana, if you will, or even an open-faced letter C. And the problem is that those deformed shaped red blood cells cannot float through the bloodstream the way that they should. So they're sticky, they start to clump, and they block distal circulation. So all the tissues in the microvasculation are not getting oxygen. When they're oxygen deprived, those tissues start to die. And when they start to die, it is excruciatingly painful, and that's when you have a painful sickle cell crisis. And the other hallmarks of sickle cell, why are people so fatigued? Why is it an anemia proper? Because a normal red blood cell that's created by your bone marrow can live up to 4 months, about 120 days. But a sickle cell is fragile. It lives less than 1 month, about 20 days. And so you're constantly in a deficit as far as your red blood cell count is concerned. So you don't have enough healthy blood cells to carry oxygen around to the distal portion of your body. And on the bottom line is oxygen is the cellular food that keeps your cells healthy and keeps them alive. And if you're not getting oxygen, those cells start to die. You start to get damage to all your peripheral organs, even your distal areas like your fingers and your toes can, have the circulation compromised.
Yeah, and that was what I wanted to ask you about, Dr. Collier. This is Maria Moore, and I was talking to someone from a nonprofit agency that helps children with sickle cell, and they were explaining to me the pain that these children were going through, and they were also explaining stem cell and bone marrow transplants and how you can, be a donor. And I've always thought that was painful to do something like that. Can you talk about that and how that is, a quote-unquote cure for sickle cell?
That is literally the only thing that is currently curative for sickle cell. They replaced the bone marrow that creates the sickle cell hemoglobin with normal bone marrow that creates regular hemoglobin. And that can be, of course, you have to be matched to a donor, and there are donor banks, and I would recommend that everybody register for it. When you donate your bone marrow, they numb the area, etc. It's not unpleasant. It's not, very painful the way that it has been traditionally. So you can do that, and that can really change a person with sickle cell lives. The problem is that you described so eloquently is pain, this severe pain, particularly in young people that look otherwise healthy, because there's no test for pain. People go into the emergency room, they complain of pain, and they're ignored oftentimes. This is where you have to have culturally sensitive health care. Someone who understands sickle cell treats it, and oftentimes this pain is undertreated and people just suffer unnecessarily, or they're labeled drug seekers.
Hey, Dr. Collier, before we go to the calls, what can we do to help our brothers and sisters that's suffering from this disease?
Okay, one, make sure that they're under the care of someone who understands sickle cell disease, and basic things. They have to have good nutrition, they have to get rest, they have to stay hydrated, and when they have painful crises, they have to be treated appropriately. Again, there are drugs that can treat the symptoms, but the key thing is that the only curative treatment to date is a bone marrow transplant. So we need to be prepared to make our bone marrow available to somebody. It's always better when a person gets a genetically compatible bone marrow sample from someone who looks like them, and has their same background, usually sub-Saharan African, versus getting a bone marrow from someone else that you might reject.
All right, you're on with Dr. MJ Collier. Good morning.
My name is Dr. Lakeisha Dickerson. I have sickle cell. I've been an advocate all my life. I was actually in the commercial for one of the medications that's used to treat sickle cell. What I would say to people who have sickle cell disease is that's your disease, and your disease does not define you. Do everything that you can to make your dreams come true and live a normal, functioning life.
Oh, that's good.
That is great. And the key thing is getting yourself screened. So if you decide to have children, that you know what your risks are for, because people can carry the trait and not know it. And if you have two people that get married, have children, and they both carry the trait, then there's a 1 out of 4 possibility that they'll have a child with sickle cell disease. Now, 2 out of the 50% of them will have the trait passed forward, and 25% of one of the children will not. So it's very important, and every time you have a baby, that risk factor continues. It's like, well, I had one with sickle cell, so the next one won't have it. That's not the way it works. Every time it's a new roll of the dice. So it's very important to get yourself screened. And I know, again, that affects so many families. I have people in my family with sickle cell trait, and so I have to give them genetic counseling about sickle cell.
All right, Dr. Collier, thank you so much, man. For more information on sickle cell disease, make sure that you go to sicklecelldisease.org. That's sicklecelldisease.org. Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, Ricky, I will be doing more information about sickle cell and all your healthcare problems tonight on Facebook Live. Go to Ask ASK Dr. MJ, and I can be reached on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and my YouTube channel, Ask ASK Dr. MJ. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier. Now, those are Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, all his production crew. We're looking forward to the next Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much, Ricky. Let's keep America healthy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Collier. This segment is being brought to you by Indeed. That's right. If you need to hire, Indeed is with you every step of the way, helping you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. It's about that time for Ricky's Quickies. Let's get this party started. Quickies.
Hey, I just want to say I love the Rickey Smiley Show. I was feeling down and depressed this morning, but hearing them church announcements fills my heart up with laughter. I know God's going to bless me and my kids, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Quickies.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a payday. Good morning.
Quickies. Quickies.
Yeah, what we gonna do with that black guy behind Trump at his rallies?
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, this is Stephanie from Green, but if Black Tony don't want his job, I'll take it.
Quickies.
Oreo, my Oreo. I don't want to see another Oreo.
Quickies.
Mr. Williams, I love me some you, baby.
Quickies.
Let's change Twan 360 with Twan with the Kool-Aid.
Quickies.
Hey, tell Gary to cut all that hair off under his arm. He looked like he got buckwheat in the headlock.
Quickies.
Man, I dated this girl one time, and this girl breast smelled like Becca. I'm talking about Becca her booty, Becca my booty, Becca your booty. Oh, no.
Quickies.
1.21 gigawatts? What the hell is a gigawatt?
Quickies.
My name is Bunky. I'm a lesbian with a man's voice, and I be at the Red House.
Quickies.
OLOGNC's nuts.
Quickies.
Good morning, and we're going to welcome you to Al's Modern Clothing. The morning show is sponsored by Al's Modern Clothing.
Quickies.
Yeah, well, the real definition for goat yoga is they ask you if you feel good or if you feel bad.
Quickies.
Yeah, Rickey Smiley like the women that blow snot out their nose without the tissue.
Quickies.
Hey, got a good joke for you. What do you call a lesbian hippo? A lickalotopus.
Quickies.
Hey, I was wondering, is Black Tony in today?
Quickies.
A sandwich is a sandwich, but a mammoth is these nuts.
All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, look here. I'll wake up to give God all praise this morning. Because you know what? It could have went the other way. And I look at all of my friends, some of my classmates that passed away. Some didn't survive the pandemic. And just last night, just to walk away from that hospital, and I look back at that hospital, and all of those rooms upstairs was lit up. Was lit up like the Marriott Hotel. All them people in the hospital, sick. People on ventilators, people going through stuff, people in the waiting room sick. I saw one lady in the waiting room rocking her husband that was in pain. And for the God that we serve to allow me and my nephew to walk out of the hospital when a lot of people had to stay there. A lot of people not going to even leave the hospital. A lot of them down in a morgue. People laying up on a slab this morning. And I don't take stuff like that for granted. I thank God for my life. And I hope that your life as well. But I'm gonna let you know something. We serve an awesome God. All you have to do is just look back at everything that you've been through. Might not be where you want to be, but thank God you're not where you used to be. And what a loving, awesome God we serve. Look how many people we buried. Right? Look at all the stuff we've been through. Look at the times we didn't have nothing. And look at what you have now. All the people that's locked up, all the people that's incarcerated, that made mistakes, that's trying to pull their life together. Man, just focus on God. Just give God some praise. He is so awesome. A lot of us grew up without fathers, and he stepped up to the plate and made sure that we become good men. We have a real father, called him Father God. woke us up this morning. Make the sun come up.
To the King of Kings.
And watch the same sun go down. Turn night to day and day to night. What an awesome God we serve. I'm going to play this. I don't care who get mad. I'm just thankful this morning. And I just wanted to take a moment. Just to say thank you for my life. And I want y'all to thank God for your life. Might not have everything we want, might not be wherever we want to be, but we just thankful to be alive. Because a lot of people in that cemetery, and it could have been us. David Arnold could have been Ricky. It could have been me. So I don't take it for granted. And I just want to say thank you. Turn it up, Dave. Let's go. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 28 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here's your Wednesday morning news. As someone who grew up in Miami, I am feeling for everyone in Florida. Hurricane Ian approached Category 5 status with winds up to 155 miles per hour as it barreled toward, Florida's southwest coast this morning, expected to trudge its way up toward Orlando tonight. Now, the path of the hurricane is expected to cross the state and then move northwards towards Orlando and Daytona Beach before continuing towards Savannah, Georgia. Estimates rose dramatically for Ian's storm surge, Ricky. Forecasters are now saying that Fort Myers area could face a storm surge up to 18 feet. Earlier forecasts predicted the storm could weaken before hitting the coast, but now the newer track predicts it will make landfall this afternoon at the peak of its power. So those folks that are along the coast, if you can still get out, you need to get out now. Meanwhile, nearly 2,000 flights have been canceled due to the storm causing a ripple effect across the U.S. In other news, Ricky, the House committee investigating the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol has postponed a public hearing scheduled for tomorrow. The meeting will be rescheduled, and it may be the committee's last before it writes its final report and recommendations. Lastly, sales of new homes soared in August despite high prices and higher mortgage rates. According to a government report, sales of newly constructed homes rose 28.8% in August compared to July. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news.
All right, hey, appreciate that.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, time for the hot spot. Thank you for that front page, Maria. We hope that everybody that's in the South Florida area are safe, and just keep everybody lifted up in prayer. That storm's supposed to hit this afternoon, so everybody just stay prayed up. Hey, Tawana, good morning.
Woo! Good morning, Ricky. What up, Maria? Here for the hot spot, holding it down for my girl, the Brat. And according to reports, Ricky, the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 will begin shooting on Monday, and all of the ladies will return. Now, sources say that beauty entrepreneur Janelle Stevens, the founder of Camille Rose Naturals, she's set to join the show, Maria, but no word if she'll be a full-time housewife or not. But they say that she may be taping just to be a friend. But the first all-cast taping is set for next Saturday at Sonya's husband's, Aaron's 40th birthday party. Meanwhile, despite reports, our girl Portia Williams has not been approached or will be involved in the upcoming season. So, Gary, I know you listen. Gary, we need you to keep your eye on this one with Portia, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, during an interview with XXL Magazine, our girl Young Miami spoke on her success of her podcast, Carisha Please. Now, she says that she has accomplished a lot and she wants to take things to the next level. This girl feels like she has a big podcast and she wants to be like a person like Wendy Williams. She says she's dreaming big and she wants to go to the highest of the high. Carisha says she wants to be the Black Oprah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Is she white?
Oh, wow.
The Black Oprah. Well, Oprah said she missed the Oprah Winfrey show, so they say Carisha got her shook a little bit.
Whoa.
I'm just here to report the news. I don't want to smoke with nobody.
She better stop with them words coming out her mouth. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Gail on line two. But lastly here, Boosie Badass revealed that he and the homie T.I. are recording a joint album together, and they are also working on a reality show. Oh my God. He said,
I'm watching. Oh, yes.
I'm scared. He said, me and T.I., we got an album on the way. We send songs back and forth, and we got to get to it because this is the last rodeo. And and we've got to knock out our last 5 songs. He said T.I. be sending me songs, I'm sending back more, and we've got to come with it because, you know, that's T.I.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be lit. I'm kind of nervous though. He says this is well overdue, but as for the reality TV series, Boosie says that they finally are doing this reality show, and they are doing it with their kids. And the name of the show, get ready for this, Ricky, it's gonna be called Raw Ass Kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said we are finally doing this reality show. Right. He's doing it with his son Tootie and T.I.'s son King. By the way, they were recently arrested together, so this is just crazy. So he said they're going to put the album together and knock it out and get together on this reality show. So we're going to watch it and see what it's going to do. It's giving very much Val Gutter snap right up out the hood. I'm just here to report the news. I don't want no smoke with nobody, but we're going to keep our eyes close to this story, Ricky, and we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, all right? Coming up next, we got Dwight Stone with the praise mix down. And before I go, Ricky, I just want to send some love and an extra shield of protection for all of our friends and family back home in Florida. I'm nervous. I'm paranoid. I got my friends and my family down there. They're all bunkered down, but we're going to keep everybody in our thoughts and our prayers.
I think Broward going to be good.
I hope so, because we haven't had a storm like this since Hurricane Andrew, and I think I was like 3 or 4 at the time. So it's scary and it's concerning. Mother Nature, she on one, so it's scary. Yeah. All right, coming up next, we got the praise mix down right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.